Morning, everyone. Welcome to this podcast, CSJ Podcast, with your host, Jay. Beautiful morning in Deep South here. And I wanted to talk to you about some things, relationships, the one, soulmate, those kinds of things. A couple of things recently have brought this to mind, motivated me to talk about it a little bit. I hear it all the time, people looking for their soulmate. I know you all have too. There's no such thing. No such thing. And but yet it's an idealized concept. It's expecting perfection, and I'm not sure if it's perfection that we seek as an extension of ourselves. We're projecting it on other people. Or whether we really do expect other people to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfection either. And but nevertheless, we are misguided by those concepts, those ideals. Sure, you want to look for someone who's compatible. You want to find someone who complements you, who helps you grow. But there's a lot of people that can do that. I mean, I've thought about it in the past. What if someone's soulmate is in another city, another state, another country? If there's only one in the entire world, what if they were born 200 years ago? The forces of nature kind of fell down on that one. They didn't bring you together. Then what are you to do? No, there's no such thing as soulmates, but there are great relationships that are built on physical, emotional, intellectual compatibility, on nurtural compatibility as well. And those are things that we should look for, and you should put yourself in positions where those people are. They're not going to come to you. You got to go out and seek them. At least put you in position, make the odds greater that you'll find someone who is compatible. Anyway, I wanted to talk a minute just along this concept about a couple of things and why it came to mind. The first one is I want to talk about Fred. Fred from college. He was one of my housemates when I was an undergraduate, and great guy, nice guy, eccentric, but a lot of ways that's why I thought he was kind of cool to hang out with. Fred spelled his name P-H-R-E-D, and that speaks, I guess, to his eccentricity. But he was looking for a soulmate. He was on a college campus in a house full of students who were 20, 21, 22. He was 35. Still looking for his soulmate. Was looking for a lot of other things. Nice guy, and I haven't seen him since those days. Don't know where he is, what he's doing. But hopefully he found what he's looking for. But Fred, with the PH. There's not a lot of people out there, given his eccentricities, that would be his soulmate. I suppose they are. There's going to be very few that may even be compatible from that standpoint. At least in terms of what he was envisioning for himself as his soulmate, or as a good fit. A lot of times we don't see ourselves the way other people see us, and we see ourselves in some idealized form, or that we're deserving of a perfect mate, the ideal mate, at least. I don't know what our culture tells us is ideal. And no, that's not going to happen. I firmly believe that there is someone for everyone, but there is more than one someone for everyone. They're not going to come to you. You got to go look for them. So Fred. Then there was a recent Reddit article that actually went viral, and some of you may have seen this. It actually hit some major newspapers, or at least some news feeds that I was reading. And it was about people lamenting that they had not found the one, but they had found a good one. And the title of the news piece that I read was, "It's either this or total solitude," and what it's like to be with just a good one. And I thought, how sad is that? There's a lot of people that would like to have a good one. A lot of people have relationships with a bad one, a volatile one, a quote-unquote narcissistic one. And to be lamenting that you have a relationship with a good one who's compatible on most characteristics, and you still lament that because you haven't found the one. And some of these people were divorcing their good ones because they were not perfect. They were not their ideal. And again, the ideal, and I get all about ideals, having some ideal vision of something, but ideal is another word for perfect, and perfection does not exist in this world. Relationships take work, a lot of work, even the best one, even the best golden pairs, they take work. And it's almost like we don't want the work. We want a relationship that's easy, that makes us feel good, or makes us forget about the stresses of life. And to that degree, it's maybe we're looking for someone to help us escape. I'm sure there's people out there that can do that for us, but all in one package, and handsome, beautiful, and all those things that popular culture would tell us are what we should be seeking, rather than seeking a good match for ourselves. The other item that I wanted to mention was, and I think some folks here in the community and on our Facebook channel have even stumbled across that, and that is Soulmate sketch. I mean, that's good marketing. These guys are going to make some money, in my opinion. Soulmate sketch. So what it's a mix of numerology, psychic interpretation, and you provide them some information about yourself, and they'll come back and they'll actually draw you a picture of your soulmate. And every picture I've seen is just the most handsome man or woman that could be imaginable. It's a headshot, and then you get a little blurb about the personality of this person, and it's like, and they even include a warning on the website. It says, "Warning: people are shocked with the results of what their soulmate looks like." I mean, this is marketing genius to me. I get that people want to find someone to love. They want to be loved. And there is an ideal. I mean, we're taught the ideal of romantic love, of from being very young. I mean, Cinderella and whatnot. But it's not reality. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing that it's not reality. It's a good thing that relationships take work. It's a good thing that we have conflict with each other, because when there's conflict, there is growth. But the kind of conflict that you need is one that can be resolved between the two of you. And that you both go into it understanding that, yeah, when these conflicts arise, we're committed to each other enough that we're going to see it through. We're humble enough to think, maybe this person that I'm with, maybe this struggle we're having, it's not about him, it's about me. When we see things we don't like in others, we're making that judgment. It's not them. We're making the judgment that we don't like something about someone. And that's a reflection on us. Any of the judging functions, that's our judging function. That's on us. And so maybe we need to ask ourselves why. Why do we have, why are we feeling this way about our partner, a family member, a friend? Maybe it's something we need to change ourselves. But if you don't have that humility, if you're putting all the work, all the responsibility on the other person to ensure that the relationship works for you, just give it up. Don't put yourself through that. You continue on your journey looking for the one, and don't bother the rest of us who are more interested in fulfilling, challenging relationships. That's a little harsh, but I don't have time for it. A lot of people don't have time for it. A lot of people understand that a relationship is a two-way street. As my mother said, it takes two to tango, and it takes two in a relationship. If it's not what you want, sure, give it your best shot. If it's not what you want, get out of it. But don't get out of it because the person is just good, that he or she is compatible 75% of the way, 80% of the way. They're good, they're not perfect. Is that a reason to divorce them? Because you're not going to find. Look, like I said earlier, good people are hard to find. And if you're giving up someone who's good for you, yeah, and you want to search for perfection, yeah, you're going to be in solitude. And yeah, you're choosing that for yourself. Let's just face it. Maybe that title is right on that news article. It's either this or total solitude. It's either perfection, which doesn't exist, or total solitude, which does exist. And that's a choice you make. Anyway, just some musings of an INFJ. All right, episode 3 here, musings of an INFJ. Don't forget, if you'd like to talk to someone, Chase, myself, about relationships. Maybe you just need help with confirming your personality type, which goes a long way in finding compatibility, finding someone who's complementary to your own personality. Let Chase or I know. We'd be happy to help you with that. You can go to our website, csjoseph.life, and sign up for some coaching sessions. We'd love to talk to you. And we appreciate you all being a part of the community, very much so. And now I've got to call my mother. Bye, everyone.
What's up, Ego Hackers? Thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button below. That would be the dopest. Also, if you want to see similar videos to this video, just click on any of the videos that you see here so you can go check those out as well. And if you have not taken our personality test to find out your type, please do so at csjoseph.life/discover.